PCS Laundry Live, almost on time tonight. Holy crackers. There's nobody here because nobody would have expected me to be on time, so there you have it. I'm talking to nobody. Somebody get in here, quick. Hello, hello, hello. All right, here's one. Come on, get in here. I know I'm early and I'm screwing everything up, but I'm here. You're not used to this, being on time shit, but welcome to PCS Laundry Live, Friday night. Getting ready to dance into the weekend. Who's with me? Welcome everybody to PCS Laundry Live from right outside the Lexington Laundromat on Lexington Avenue in White Plains, New York, as we are every Friday night. Bringing it to you live, 60 minutes of live talk on whatever y'all bring. So come and get some. New people, welcome. Let us know you're out there. Hit the comments. We're completely interactive. Say hi. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from and what brought you here. And welcome. Thanks for coming in. As always, thank you one and all for all of your unending support of Planet Common Sense on Facebook, PCS Laundry Live on Friday nights, and everything else we do, or try to do, or attempt to do, or fail at doing. You guys are always there for all of it, and I love every single one of you. So, what do we got? Let's hit the scroll, say hello to a few people, and then we'll get kicking. Sherry Seaford is here. Scott Thompson. Carol Bush. Abdul Kadir. Where are you? I'm in White Plains, New York. Abdul Kadir, where are you? Sherry Seaford, hi Glenn, and everyone. Mary Gunny is in the house from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Susan Levy is here. Yvette Marie Enos, hello from sunny and hot Arizona. It's a dry heat. Man, I'll tell you what, it's hot as hell here in the Northeast, in the New York metropolitan area, and it's not dry. It's humid and swampy and skanky. And I'm not complaining because I'm used to getting rained on and I'm used to being cold on these little adventures on Friday night. The last few weeks have been all right, so I guess I can't cry too bad. But glad you got nice weather. Welcome, Yvette. Calista Ramirez. Bessie Dodson is here. Joe Yee. AJ Hunkley. Hello from sunny Florida. You made the move or you're just on a visit? If you made the move, congrats and enjoy your new home, AJ. Greg Johnson is here. Stacy Theorgis Bacon. Sandy Durant. Ed Nieder. Tell me which way. B. Marie. Yeah, made it here today. I was on time, B. You were late. You're not early. Chad Connor, come get some of this Arkansas heat. All right, I'm all caught up. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, I'll catch up with you. As you guys know, who you've been here before, I don't catch all the comments. They come through real fast. Some of them don't come up at all. I go back tomorrow morning. This is mostly for the new people. I go back when I'm at my desktop and go through everything, answer any questions you have, and say hi to everybody and take care of all that stuff. So jump right in and fire away. Don Gray, how's it going? Welcome. Man, I was in a really, really good mood today. I was nice and relaxed after yesterday, the day off. I didn't do anything. I went out and walked around a little bit, and I got some food, and then I went back home and didn't do nothing, and I was nice and chill. And today was shaping up nicely. Sold a couple of t-shirts. Did a few other things. And then some scumbag had to come and thieve a meme from me. Who is that checking and dinging in? Okay. Alright, never mind. Yeah, I got thieved again. I hate that so much, guys. I know maybe it doesn't seem like a big deal. It's just a stupid meme or whatever, but you know, some people just call it a stupid meme. Other people call it intellectual property theft. But it's irritating, you know, you put your work into something, and again, it's not a big deal, although that one was a particularly intricate one. But, yeah, man, don't do that shit. That's grimy. Make up your own stuff, you skanky scumbags. Don't steal my stuff. You suck. And if you're watching, Lynn Epstein, You're not, because I block your cracked old ass. But if you're watching, don't steal my stuff, you miserable old goat. Make up your own stuff. You rotten crotch old nasty thieving skank. Stop stealing. I'm going to tell everybody. All right, I got that out of my system. Let's get back onto better things. I'm sure we got a lot to talk about tonight. Hoping everybody had a great 4th of July yesterday. Looks like they put on a real party down in Washington. I missed all of it because, like I said, I was just kind of zoned out and not much paying attention to anything at all. You know, it's just one of those things where, like, you know, when I have that time and I have that day off, which is rare, I want to look at it and say, all right, I'm going to be productive. I'm going to do a lot of stuff on PCS. I'm going to just entertain everybody all day long and just do my thing. And that just never happens. It's just like, let me just unhook myself just for the day and just not do much today. And it can go either way. And it went the latter way. I didn't put a lot of stuff up. So I missed a lot. I didn't see any fireworks, although I did hear some out the window. And I was talking earlier on about doing a watch party on the Washington fireworks. So if anybody was looking forward to that, I didn't really make a big deal out of it. But if anybody's looking forward to that, sorry about it. I fell asleep. So I didn't catch any fireworks. But again, I hope everybody had a good time. Tell us what you did on your 4th of July. That'll be cool. Trying to keep this upbeat and ease our way into the weekend. We can talk about shitty stuff too. Like I said, you guys take it, whatever you want to talk about. Let's see what you all got going on here. Oh, by the way, in the post about that stolen meme by that scummy person named Lynn Epstein, whose name I'm not going to mention, if you're watching, you twat. When I blocked her, I guess it took the meme down, the post down about it. So, but thanks to everybody who jumped up and started getting the away team ready to go get into a battle. I just don't have time for that shit either. I got no time anymore for like stupid battles over this stuff, but whatever. Thank you anyway for jumping up and a couple of people. But yeah, that post, I guess it went away when I blocked the old crotch. So you know what? I'm not going to harbor that shit. We're just going to let it go, and we're going to go have some fun tonight. Linda Beliefnik, I survived mowing the lawn today. 85 humid degrees. It's about what it is here. It's pretty thick. The hair is pretty thick. And if you were wearing that black PCS t-shirt, you'd have been dying. Guys, who saw Jan Whitman Gonzalez rocking the PCS t-shirt? How hot did she look wearing that shirt? Who wants to be as cool as Jan Whitman Gonzalez for the mere low price of $23? We'll talk about that later. But Jan, thank you for posting that pic. That was awesome. You look fantastic. If you were wearing any shirt at all, you'd have looked fantastic. But you grabbed my heart wearing mine. So thank you for that, and thank you for sending it to me. If you're out there, I don't know if you're out there tonight. I didn't see your name, but thank you so much for that. Aurora Tracy Bissig is here. We got John Joseph. We got Sharon Cromwell. What do you got there? Finally home on a Friday so I can join you all. Good. Glad you're here. Darla Elkins is here. John Joseph. Glenn Hazelwood is the man. Now you know. That's why I keep telling everybody. Nobody listens to me. Mona Eves is here. Greg Johnson. They only steal the good stuff. Y'all, man, you know, I had to get that out of my head because I just hate that so much. It's not that hard of a thing to do. And if you can't do it on your own, then do something else, like fucking crochet or do Sudoku puzzles or something. Don't dabble in memes if you got to steal people's shit. If you suck at it, you know, don't do it. Just don't. It's such a grimy thing to do. You know, whatever. I'm not talking about that anymore. Whatever. It's done. Pinky Williams, happy Friday, fellow Americans. Chad Connor with a couple of big laughy faces. Glad you're here. Deb Sage, I keep getting kicked to the curb in here today. Facebook at it again. I don't know. Everything seems to be running smooth, hon. I don't know if anybody else is having a problem, but let me know if you are. Watch, we got a little bit of wind too because we got some thunderstorms coming in tonight, so we could have some audio issues if the wind kicks up a little bit, but I try to situate myself somewhere where it's not going to be too bad. Liz Palmer McKenzie, evening, Glenn. Hi, Liz. Glad you're here. Darla Elkins, what do you think about mini AOC getting death threats? You know, I mean, am I surprised? No, certainly not. Because the people who would do such a thing are, you'd absolutely expect it from them. Because they're fucking animals. And they're going to go pick on a little 10-year-old girl who's just having some fun. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick that you're doing that anybody's doing that. For a little kid who's just having a goofy, fun time, probably doesn't even realize what she's doing fully. You know, it's the parents. And I'm not knocking the parents. It's a cool thing. Things like that can get overdone, and you start doing too much of it, and it starts getting a little weird and annoying. But it was cool, and it was cute, and she seems like a cute kid, and she's got a lot of personality and all. And even if she didn't, it's a kid. You don't do that shit to a kid. I mean, that's just obscene. It's absolutely obscene and disgusting, and that's what we're dealing with. Again, it was no surprise. You could have predicted that the first time you saw her pop up a couple of weeks ago, that some shit like that was going to happen. So, what do I think about it? I'm disgusted, and I'm repulsed, and I hate those people even more now than I did before, but I'm not even a little bit surprised. I could have told you that was going to happen. You know, and the minute they put up the first one. So half of America is just scumbags, and I don't know what to do about that. So that's what I think about that. Greg Johnson, some other guy, lit a flag in a Walmart parking lot and took off and got arrested for reckless endangerment. Flag burning. Again, you're a scumbag. You don't be here. Just don't be here. If you're gonna disrespect your countrymen and your flag and your country like that, don't be here. Go to one of these other places that you hear about. Go. Just go. You don't need to be here. And then, when shit like that happens and you start getting arrested, or like somebody bashes you in the face with a baseball bat because you did that, you're all about your rights. I want to press charges. I want to have this person arrested. I was assaulted. You're all about your rights. Try that shit in Syria. Go burn a fucking Iranian flag and see what happens to you. Go to North Korea and burn a flag and see what happens to you. Ask Otto Warmbier about like messing around with stuff in other countries and about what happens. Because that's what should happen to you when you burn a flag, when you burn an American flag. Shit like that should happen to you. That's what I think of that. Everybody wants to know what I'm thinking about all this hideous shit today. We only got an hour, man. Don't get me all freaking freaked out. Sandy Durant, she looked great. I will get one very soon. All right, Sandy, cool. We got, let me just go into it now real quick because we got a lot of other shit to talk about. The t-shirts. Anybody wants a shirt, I need you to go to me through an email, planetcommonshirts@gmail.com. Get with me on that. And the reason why I'm bringing it up now, too, is a week from today, the next order is going in. And that's going to be for the couple of women's shirts that I said I would order, which we're going to talk about that in a minute, too. The oversized shirts that I didn't have in stock, extra larges, which I don't have in stock. We're putting an order in next Friday, 1 week from today, for all those shirts, which should put them in your hands in about 3 to 4 weeks. Anything that I have in stock, I'll get to you earlier than that. But I'm saying it now because you got about a week. So anybody who's going to take a mail option for a check or a money order or something like that, I'm just giving you a heads up now so you have a week to get that done. So it'll get to me in time and we can get you on that order. Anybody who has PayPal or Venmo, you don't have to worry until like Thursday night. And real quick, PayPal is at paypal.me/PlanetCommonSense. Venmo is at @Glenn-Hazelwood. And that's a really bad and sign. I just made a note of that there, so if anybody can see it. Get with me on this, and we'll get you all set up with shirts, and we'll get them right out to you as quickly as we can. But again, we'll talk about that a little more later. Sorry, I dropped something. I had to go pick it up. Totally unprofessional. Okay, so Sandy Durant, that's the deal with the shirts. They're going to be available after that too, but we're putting an order in next Friday. So anybody who's using a mail payment option, you got to get on that quick. Get the check to me before this order goes out 1 week from now, and we will get you your shirt. Pardonnez-moi. Donna Levesque. I put the AC in my bedroom today. I've been taking mine in and putting it out. It's crazy. Susan Levy, I had a giant cockroach on my 4th of July hamburger at the party last night and then snuck it into the trash. Holy cow, I'm freaking out. But I hate bugs, though. I'm really bad with bugs. And especially a cucaracha. And especially on a hamburger. That's hideous. I'm sorry to hear that happen to you. Dina Van Busker, Kane, what do you got? Hello from Southern California, rocking and rolling. Happy 4th. Russell Crawford's here. Lane Arnett Dangerfield, a little bit late tonight. Deb Sage, didn't do anything for the 4th. I didn't get to go up to Northwoods of Wisconsin camping with my kids and grandkids because this humidity really kicks up my MS systems. So I'm so sorry about that. But I hope you had some fun inside in AC. No reason why you can't do that. So, Kevin Castor, up, boss? Productive American today, 17-hour day. Nice job. Glad you made it here in time for PCS Laundry Live. Greg Johnson, people with imaginations have to suffer those who don't. Yeah, I know. Again, I'm letting it go. You know, it's just irritating as hell. Whatever. Kid Weber Hopwood's here. By the way, LOL. Okay. I don't know what you're laughing at, but laughing's a good thing. Carol Blassen, it was a great celebration. Our president did awesome. Left has brain cells popping today. God bless America. And they're all freaking out like a bunch of little puss cookies about the money he spent, and he's he's got tanks in the street, and he's got guns and the military, and shut up already, for crying out loud, you idiot AOCM, you dumb circus monkey. First of all, the tweet I posted earlier today, and I didn't even post the whole thing because it was like real long and I didn't want to like start patching it together, but she went and did her little tweet about how much money Trump spent on the parade today for himself, because it's his parade, it's all about him. Yeah. So she's bitching about all the money he spent on it. And the fact was, she went and she got her data from the parade he was going to have in 2016 after he just got elected that they never had. So that's what she based her ragging him on, about the amount of money he spent. And then she came back and amended the first tweet because she's a fucking moron and does everything wrong and gets everything wrong. Of course, she got this wrong too. She had to correct herself. I should have really posted the whole thing, but I didn't just feel like, she's not worth that kind of time. But yeah, I should really go back and watch it. I heard it was great, and I honestly didn't see any of it. But you know what? It's a double whammy. A, because we had a great celebration for our country, 243 years of the independence, and on top of that, you made leftist heads explode across the fruited plain because they're all pissed off at you about something. So you know what? It's a win-win situation for everybody, and I hope everybody enjoyed that party. So, Deb Sage, hope everyone else had a great 4th. Love my fellow patriots. Brenda Gorse, Michael's here. Elaine Arnett Dangerfield, we had the same storm system last night. Winds were fierce. Rained like crazy. What else? Bessie Dodson, I agree, Glenn. You don't threaten a child. You just don't. That's so sick. And like half the stuff I put out there, if you look at it objectively speaking, it's not exactly the norm. It's not exactly not unright. I don't know how to put it. But you know what? I don't mess with a little kid. What kind of a scumbag are you to do something like that? To send death threats to a 10-year-old girl. You're just an animal. V. Marie, even if she wasn't a kid, threats are wrong. You're absolutely right. And I amend what I said a little bit. But you know what? That just makes it worse. You don't mess with a little kid like that. Mike Falderoff, the leftist claim to value children, yet support abortion as early as possible and giving threats to a child for mocking an adult. They're the most misguided, wrong-thinking, feeble-minded, idiot scumbags there are. And I'm not, I'm real careful about this, and I've said this before. I never say Democrats. I never say liberals. I'm very specific when I say unhinged leftists or seditionist leftists. It's a demographic unto itself. And it's not your everyday people. I got friends who are Democrats. I got friends and family who are liberal. And I don't talk to them like that because I get it. You know what? That's a part of being America, is that you have your option to be that. You have a choice. And you can be what you want, and you can say what you want, and you can have your own ideology about things. But that's a specific demographic. And when these people start doing stuff like this, it's just like the gloves are off, man. I'm not even just fucking messing around with these people. I'm really not. It's hideous. They're disgraceful, and it's embarrassing that they're Americans. Pinky Williams, another great pool day in Indianapolis. Is that today or the 4th? Because yesterday was a great day. It was so nice out. I actually spent the day outside for a while, too. Like, I don't do that very much. Like, usually, I'm either stuck in work all day, then I go home to the lab, and I do this stuff all night. I don't get a lot of sun. So I spent a few hours out. Really nice day, and it was a beautiful day yesterday. So I'm glad everybody so far seems to have a good day, except for that cockroach. That was terrible. Mary Gunny. I said hi to you already. I'm just trying to catch up a little. But everybody is saying the same stuff. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Linda Bleefnick, whatever the Dems say, just assume the opposite is true. That's a great way to go. That's just a great stance to take, because you know what? You're going to be right 90% of the time. It's not a bad tack to take. Ronnie D. Fletcher is here. Are any of us really normal? That's Darla Elkins. Are any of us really normal? Who's normal out there? Here's your chance. Are you normal? I'm not. I got more shit wrong with me. I could be a thesis for a college psychology student. But I make you laugh, I guess. There's a lot wrong with me, though. I should have done therapy when I was younger. But then again, it probably would have slowed me down, because, like, not officially knowing that there's stuff wrong with me makes it not matter, I guess, to some extent. So I just kind of freestyle. And it's amusing to some people. But are any of us really normal? Darla Elkins, I hope you're not. I hope you're a wacko like I don't know what to say to that. Nobody's normal. Everybody's normal. Everybody thinks they're normal and thinks everybody else is abnormal, or is abnormal and thinks everybody else is normal. Who's to say? Normal is objective. Bessie Dodson, I have pictures to prove. Now I know why they had a photograph on top of building. Not sure what that was about, but if I have to, I'll go back and catch up with it tomorrow. Donna Levesque, either not saying anything about the cowboy hat wearing fool. You guys see that? That idiot? She wants me arrested. What's her name? Federica Wilson? The cowboy hat chick? That idiot wants me locked up for making fun of members of Congress online. That's a crime now. And I'm like fucking public enemy number one if they ever make that a law. Oh, maybe not. There's a lot of us out there, but yeah, so that's going to be a crime now. Making fun of members of Congress online is now going to be a crime that you can be prosecuted for. Hey, Federica, you're an idiot. You're a freak. You goon. Look at you. Do you have a mirror in your house? You clown. You're a rodeo clown. Look at you. With that ridiculous cowboy hat. It looks like you bought it at 7-Eleven for $7. You dope. Yes, I'm making fun of you online. Send the thought police to Lexington Avenue in White Plains, New York, to come and get me, you stupid, leftist, idiot, dumb crotch. That's all you're worth. Come and get me. Come and arrest me for making fun of members of Congress. You know what? Everybody in the country should be making fun of members of Congress, because you're a sorry lot. Do your jobs and don't worry about people making fun of you. And the two things go nicely hand in hand. Because if you're doing your job and not being an idiot and not shooting your mouth off and making dumb shit up and wearing stupid cowboy hats like fucking Randy Macho Man Savage, then nobody will make fun of you, you dummy. You idiot. Come and arrest me. Come and prosecute me for making fun of your cowboy hat. You rodeo clown, you freak. You sideshow goon. Yes. I think I'm done now. Come and get me. I'll be here for the next half hour or so. If you want to send the thought police over, Federica. What else? Oh, now I'm all behind. Creepy Joe wants a female for BP. Joe Biden's a dope. And another meme today with Joe Biden. Russian interference in our election would not have happened on our watch. Me and Barack's watch. It happened on your watch, you dummy. What? Can you get one thing right? Can you get out of your own way? You gropey, stupid, dopey, idiot. Can you do... You gotta be kidding me. Do you get anything right? 8 years of you as vice president, as the court jester for the Obama crime family. And you got everything wrong. And now, you're branching out on your own, trying to be the guy, which forget that shit, because it's a folly. And look at you. You still can't get out of your own way. Yeah, okay. Deb Sage, Glenn, Ben and Anthony, Patriots were in Washington parade with Cowboys for Trump. Some of the crowd was nasty as fuck, and people complained that MAGA shirt Ben wore was too political, so he had to turn it inside out. It's saying see more, and it's tough to do that. It's tough to open it up, but I'll get to that later. You know, again, what'd you think was going to happen? Like that shit's just going to happen with these people, and there's no getting around it or getting off it. It's just the way it's going to be until this is over with. Well, and then that brings up the other matter: is when is it ever going to be over with? It's never going to be over with. These idiots are going to be trying to win 2016 right up until 2024 when your president leaves office. And then only if they replace him with one of their own freaks. They're misfits. They're complete incompetents. And then it'll be over. Unless they elect Don Jr. or Dan Crenshaw or, you know, one of the good guys. And then it's going to go on for another 4 years. And it's going to get worse. So that's what you're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. It's a disgrace. Oh, this coffee's so bad. Kevin Kester, I eat nothing. I don't even know if I want to read this about what you eat. I eat nothing that retains the shape of the can that it came in. Not sure what that's in reference to, but I'll check back tomorrow. And seeing who wrote it, I can't wait. Jimmy Collins is watching Kira Weber Hopwood. I'm Abby somebody. Abby Normal. Young Frankenstein reference. Great movie. Bessie Dodson, not me. Darla Elkins, not me. Missy Allen, no. Nobody's normal. B. Marie. I'm fine. All right, so nobody's crazy here. That's nice. Greg Johnson, OMG. Federica Fruit Bat. How do you get these people in Congress? You got to be shitting me. How do these people find their way into Congress? It's unbelievable. That person's making laws. That person's got a security clearance. I don't get it. I don't understand this at all. AOC, how do you put this person in Congress and give her security clearance and let her make your laws and dictate policy? It's ridiculous. Kevin Kester, normal. Ha ha ha. No, not me. Missy Allen, happy to be nutty. Mary Gunny, we would bail you out. Mary Gunny's going to bail me out if I get arrested and prosecuted for making fun of Federica Macho Man Wilson, the rodeo clown, with her stupid cowboy hats. Thank you, Mary Gunny. I love you, sweetheart. Greg Johnson, who wants to be normal when you can be exceptional? Great attitude about being nuts. Bessie Dodson, Glenn, we can all share a cell. Awesome. I'll bring t-shirts. Missy Allen says, turn yourself in. Be a good citizen. I tried to. I told them where I was. They can come and get me. Actually, I'm only half a block away from the police station. Frederica, you freak. Make a call. Call the White Plains PD and tell them I'm a half a block away on the corner of Lexington and Quarpus, and they can come and get me anytime they like. They could even walk over here. So make a phone call, Fred. Hickey Williams, you tell her, Glenn. Oh, boy. And the Bleefnik, and those Frederica's, and those are Frederica's good qualities. I was trying to memorize what I said in the meme so I could say it like in my voice and like so you would get a little more flavor to the tone. But it was, I called her a lot of names in that one post. That's pretty good. Actually, I kind of got off on her pretty good too, but all right. Donald Levesque, now you've done it. Randy Savage. Anybody spewing coffee? Did I get anybody? Elaine Arnett Dangerfield. I read about his female running mate just today. I'll find it. Yeah, somebody posted it. I'm still kind of, not entirely wired in. I'm so busy. I'm just so busy with the t-shirts. I got money flying around. I got t-shirts flying around, trying to put the site out. And I'm not going to start. You guys hear me bitch every week about it. Oh, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. You know what? It is what it is, and nobody's making me do any of this. I'm doing it on my own, so there it is. Linda Beliefnik replying to Linda Beliefnik. Credit to whoever said that in the original post. Don't know what that's about. Donald Levesque, his son was too busy taking bribes from the Chinese. No, he took the bribes from he made the bribes to the Chinese. Joe, he's the one that like orchestrated that whole deal for his son. Like he was over there and he did all kinds of grimy shit. And then like on the plane home, they got a $1.5 billion deal for his son who banged his dead brother's ex-wife while they were still married and he was dying for him. Very presidential. Very presidential, Joe Biden. Nepotism for your son with a rival nuclear superpower for a $1.5 billion deal for your son who banged his brother's wife while he was busy dying. How fucking presidential of you, Joe Biden. You're a rock star, man. You're the cream of the Democratic Hunger Games. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to the next debate. We're going to have so much fun on the next watch party. Now that I know how to do it a little bit, and we can navigate our way through it, but moving right along. Kyle Keenbaum, that's a new name. If Biden wants to change the patriarchy, shouldn't he volunteer to be the VP for one of the female candidates? Isn't that a great point? Kyle Keenbaum, thanks for joining us here on PCS Laundry Live. Glad to see you in here. Mona Eves, they will never get over losing. It was her turn. Yeah, that actually just made me smile because it just made me like flash back 2 years to how much fun that was when that miserable old twat goblin took the loss in the face of just got a 95% chance of winning 5 minutes before the polls close. It was tremendous. Yeah. Anne Bowen Pegram, she wins her hats at the state fair. Federica, you gotta lose those hats, mama. You look ridiculous. Take the hats off and you're worried about people making fun of you, but you dress up like, please make fun of me. Stop that. Fix your own problem. It's not hard. Talking about the state fair too. You're gonna have fun next week on PCS Laundry Live, because like about half a block away over my shoulder at the church over there with the bell tower, they're having Festival Italiana next weekend from Thursday through Sunday, and they got a big carnival in the back of the church, and it starts at 6. So I was figuring maybe we'll do PCS Laundry Live from over there, live at St. John's Festival Italiana Carnival, to have a casino. Maybe I'll go in and win a little money. And they got a bar and peaches and wine. You know what we'll do? They got like all carnival games and shit. I'm going to win a goldfish. I'm going to go, if they got the little thing where you toss the ping pong balls and you win a goldfish, I'm going to win a goldfish. And he's going to be the official Planet Common Sense mascot. And we'll have a contest for you guys to name him. So next Friday, make sure you're here for that. For Festival Italiana. They might end up throwing me out, but we'll see what happens. It could be fun. Let me catch up a little because I'm falling way behind on the scrolling here. Sherry Seifert, Hunter Biden is hearing helicopters overhead. Unquenchable taste for crack. Unlimited money and a 3-day binge. All equals paranoia. Is any of that real? Like, is that really happening? Because it sounds like it's made up for like a normal person. But I don't know. I don't know with this guy. Like, anything's possible with this kid. He's a nut, man. Talking about like people who are normal, that family's not normal. Like any of them. Like gropey, creepy, sleepy Joe is not normal, I don't think. Hunter Biden's obviously not normal because normal people don't like hump their dying brother's wife and then marry her and then divorce her to go hump somebody else that they were already humping. It's just, I could do this for an hour. It's just crazy. So let me know if that's like legit. Sherry Seifert, was that like really something you saw, or are you just goofing around? Because it could go either way with these people. Who knows? Mary Cunny, carnivals are fun. Yeah, it's going to be that could be a good time. We'll just walk around and we'll get some peaches and wine, and we'll play a couple games. They don't have rides at that carnival. Maybe they have a bouncy castle. So like maybe I'll take the phone inside the bouncy castle and bounce around a little bit and get everybody seasick, and that'll be fun. And we'll see what happens. We'll get all kinds of crazy next Friday night. Kira Weber Hopwood, will you name the goldfish Johnny McGhost, Stiltsy, or MAGA? I was thinking, this is my initial inclination when I thought of that, was to name it Alexandria. because it's like that thing about a goldfish where they say when you have a goldfish, like you feel sorry for a goldfish that it's in a bowl. Oh, that's a noisy bitch. You feel sorry for the goldfish that's in a bowl because it's like it's in a fucking bowl of water and all it gets to do is swim around and there's nothing for it to do and it's just, you know, it gets bored. But then they say that like the goldfish brain is so small that like by the time it swims around the bowl to the place it started, it forgot where it was when it started, so everything's new all over again because their brains are so small, which makes sense like from a biological perspective. So I was thinking AOC would be the perfect name for that goldfish when you think about it, because she's got that little goldfish brain. Like she like probably like leaves her office and she knows her name and stuff and what's going, and like walks around the halls of the Capitol building, and like by the time she comes around and gets back to her office again, she probably forgot she was there, like the goldfish does in the bowl. So I was thinking that'd be a good name, but you know what? I'm going to give it up to you guys. If we do this and I win a goldfish, then I'll leave it up to you. We'll run a contest, and whoever names the goldfish names the goldfish. Or we'll have, you know, we'll come up with some nominees, and then you know how I do. I make that shit up as I go, so we'll figure something out. But Johnny McCullough, Still C, or MAGA are all good choices. We'll see how it plays out. I got to win one in the first place. You know, it's not a done deal. It's a pretty tricky game, throwing those ping pong balls in a little goldfish bowl. You know, I got to buy a goldfish bowl and shit, too. Maybe I got a mug or something at home I could put the little fella in. Because I guess he's, you know, with the little tiny AOC brain, I guess he probably wouldn't mind being in a coffee mug. And I got to buy food. I'll work it out. Details. Linda Bleefink, name the goldfish Mimeo, like Nemeo, but Mimi form. I wasn't that good, Linda. I love you, my dear. That was pretty bad. But toss it out there. We'll win the goldfish. Put that up. Who knows what'll happen? Sherry Seaford, I read a couple of articles about the helicopters. Who knows, but he's been in rehab like a gajillion times. Just found a crack pipe in his rental car. So that's for real. Holy cow. This guy's a mess. And it's like, you know, he's not bringing the Biden campaign down, which is mystifying. Because again, and it's, you know, it sounds so tired saying this, but you switch, you know, you switch the narrative and you make that they found a crack pipe in Junior's room or in Junior's whatever in his rental car. Trump's finished. Like that day, he's done. But they find it in Hunter Biden's rental car, and everything's okay. And Joe Biden touches little girls, and everything's okay. And Joe Biden's a complete fucking buffoon, and everything's okay. It's that double standard. And that's just the way it works. American politics. Linda Bleefnick, 3-second memory for a goldfish. See? You know, all right, so fine. AOC is maybe 8 seconds. You know, you give her a little bit of credit for having a cerebral cortex and, you know, maybe a little bit more remedially developed brain than a goldfish does. Not much, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. And maybe we'll give her, instead of the 3-second rule for goldfish, it's the AOC 8-second rule. So she is someplace, and 8 seconds later doesn't remember where she was. So that'll work. AOC is Dory from Finding Nemo. Lee Albury. Nice one. Just stick it in the freezer. Donald Levesky, you won't put my goldfish in the freezer? Maybe we can like cryogenically preserve it and then bring it back to life when they do like some kind of, we could do like a neurological implant on the goldfish and make it smarter than AOC. Actually, we could probably put it in the freezer and it'll already be smarter than AOC. The things we come up with. Hunter says, it wasn't mine, man. Well, of course he does. It's a rental car. That's an easy one to get away with, I would think. You know, it's a rental car. It wasn't me. AOC is doing it. All right, I'm going back a little. I caught up with the scroll and I shot right past everything. Maybe it belonged to Marion Barry. See? Another perfect example. And it's even going back, what, like 20 years? Marion Barry, mayor of D.C., gets busted stone cold in a setup on video by the feds, buying and smoking crack in a motel room. Like he's on video, on the hidden surveillance camera, buying and smoking crack. Gets arrested, goes to jail, gets out of jail, and what do these fucking mutants do? They re-elect him. This is left holes. This is unhinged leftism. That's that party. That's what it. You know, it explains a lot. That's the early days. That was like 20 years ago that happened. But it's still the theme. It's still the paradigm. It's crazy. Elaine Arnett Dangerfield saying, yeah, but now they can check for DNA on a pipe. That's a great point. Things have technologically advanced since Marion Barry's glory days, smoking crack in a hotel room with the feds. Yeah, but the thing is, you have to get the pipe and you have to get it out of the grime bag's hands, and they probably bleach bitted it or delete. You know what I'm saying. But I don't know if the DNA score on that's going to be too high for us. Leslie Ann, a rock is smarter than AOC, the trash bag. Bill G, writing in jail 30 days. Writing on somebody on behalf of somebody in Facebook jail. That's awesome. We're talking to the prisoners today. Deborah Patera, I didn't see you come in. She's still in jail too. I feel like Johnny Cash. Like I'm talking to all my followers in prison. Like like Folsom Prison Blues. We should do I'll do a video of just me talking to all the Facebook prisoners. I'll post that for them. It'll be like Folsom Prison Blues. Facebook Prison Blues, like the video I did. You guys haven't seen that. I should repost that one of these days. That was actually pretty funny. Way back in the early days of Planet. Actually, that was one of the first things I posted on Planet Common Sense. It was because I got thrown in Facebook jail just before I started PCS back in October 2017. I did a 30-day stint, and while I was there, I did a song. I did a spoof of Folsom Prison Blues. I'll post that after I'm done tonight. I'll post it later on tonight. It's pretty funny. Probably a lot because there was only 200 people here at the time, and I've posted it since then, but probably a lot of people haven't seen it, so I'll throw it up there. Michelle Barr, hi Glenn, I'm going to want one of your t-shirts. I don't usually wear t-shirts, but we'll buy one to keep you going. I can't even tell you how sweet that is. Thank you so much for doing that. You got to wear it at least once, take a picture and send it to me. You know what that would be perfect for too? Your goat yoga. You should wear that t-shirt for goat yoga and send me a picture of that. If nobody knows what I'm talking about, Michelle knows. That's my favorite picture. I love it. But thank you so much for that. I'm going to give details on that again before I sign out tonight, and I'll post the links for the t-shirts afterwards when I get settled in after the show. So thank you again. That's a sweet thing to say. Thank you so much, Michelle Barr. Sherry Seifert smashed the glass pipe. Yeah, I mean, they could still get DNA off the broken pieces, but I'm sure they poured some friggin' battery acid all over it too to get the DNA off. Or they bleach bitted it. They sent it to Hillary Clinton's people and had him bleach bit his DNA off his crack pipe. Susan Fear Thompson, do Facebook prisoners have to drink out of toilets too, right? That's not a thing. It's more like a house arrest, I guess, so you can drink your own water. Drinking out of toilets. Did you see that? Did you see that? They're drinking out of a water fountain on the back of the toilet. Oh my God, she's so dumb. She's so dumb. She's so dumb. So dumb. She's so dumb. It makes me, the back of my neck clench up. She's so dumb. Like, how are you that dumb? And not on life support? I don't know. Lee Albery. Yup. Can flip the laundry cart on its side. We can do PCS laundry caged. I could get underneath it. I could do it they got really, really big dryers in here, like the big 50-pounder. Maybe I can't fit into a 50-pound. Maybe I could. But I'll go do it one day. I'll get in the dryer and turn it on and try and do the show from inside the dryer on low heat, obviously. I'll take a little ride. Nah, man. Hector will throw me out. I got to give Hector a shirt, too. He's a good guy. I never had him on. I got to get him on here one of these days. I talked about that such a long time ago. Darla Elkins, if we all send in pictures of us wearing our shirts, are you going to start the PCS Family Album? Darla Elkins, it's already done. I did it today because I got my first pick. If you missed it, from Jan Whitman Gonzalez, looking completely hot in a PCS shirt that she just got this week. It's up there already. I made its own album. It was the PCS Swag album or something like that. But it's already posted. But absolutely, anybody, you get a shirt, you take a picture, send it to me, put it on the front page, we'll put it right up in the album. Thank you for that. Let me just give you these numbers again real quick. Anybody wants to jump on it. For immediate payment, PayPal at paypal.me/Planet Common Sense, one word. On Venmo at Glenn-Hazelwood. $23. You can hit me anytime. I'd love to hear that PayPal start dinging while I'm doing the show. That'd be awesome. But and we can also take mail payment options. I'm going to give you all the details on that. First thing to do, though, is email me at planetcommonshirts@gmail.com. It's just easier for me that way if everything routes through that, because I keep everything together and it's easy for me to find you if I got to tell you anything. But we'll get you hooked up with a shirt. You take a picture and send it to me. Darla, absolutely. Oh, you got a shirt? Yeah, you got a shirt coming, I think. Or you got it already. Did you get it already? I can't remember. I'm just so lost in this. I know. I don't remember. I got to check later. But absolutely send me a picture of you wearing the shirt, and I will absolutely post it on front. And you all will be the cool kids like Jan Whitman Gonzalez was today with her shirt. She looked awesome. I didn't see her in here tonight. I wish she was, so you guys could all tell her how awesome she looked too. Sherry Seaford, she's so dumb. She's dangerous. She is so dumb. She is so dumb. You can't just put people in Congress like that. You just can't. You can't. It's an important job, people. It's a really important job. It's not, not to knock anybody who does any kind of work. Everybody works hard at their job. If you work behind the counter at Burger King, it's a hot, greasy job, and you talk to people, and you put your effort in. I get it. Okay? I'm not dissing anybody. If you're a bartender, obviously, that's a tough job. I'm not ragging anybody when I say to this idiot, circus monkey, dumb twat, go back and be a bartender, because that's what you should be doing. I'm not ragging anybody who works, okay? But this is an important job. It's not for everyone. And it's certainly not for anyone this dumb. It's a disgrace. And, these people talk about constantly, they want to change the Electoral College. They want to change this thing about the Constitution. They want to change, all the changes you want to make to the document that's done us nicely for 243 years now. You want to change all that stuff? How about this? How about make some changes to make it easier to get a completely unfit, numbskull, dull-witted, idiot circus monkey like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez out of Congress? Because she was a mistake. A bad one. So you want to make changes? Let's make a good change. Let's make some changes. Let's make it easy to get an idiot like her out of Congress, to get an idiot like Federica Wilson out of Congress, to get a criminal like Maxine Waters out of Congress. Let's make some good laws, not idiot laws that help you win elections. That's what I think. But what do I know, right? Deb Sage, one of my friends just spent 30 days in the hole, just got out. 2 days later, Facebook put him back in the hole and took away his light bulb. But he managed to make a fourth account and get back on. Yeah, the thing is, though, they're cracking down so hard on those fake, phony backup accounts now. So, just tell your friend to be careful about that. Like, I gave up all that stuff. I got bagged on every one of those accounts. And the fact is, as it stands right now, and I talked about this too, I let you know that if I end up in the clink, Facebook, it's not going to be down, but Planet Common Sense is not going to be me for 30 days. Like, I have some things in place with a wonderful person to cover me and let you all know what's going on and maybe do some posts. But if I do 30 days right now, ain't no Planet's Common Sense as it is right now for that 30 days. So I'm trying to behave myself a little bit. I'm trying not to go on too many other people's websites and pages and comment like I used to, because that's usually where I got bagged, just telling somebody they were an asshole. And trying to avoid that and stay here for you guys so I can keep on doing what I do. But yeah, that fake backup count, and you know what? Got almost 10,000 followers now, and probably 2,000 of them are fake accounts that you guys made, which is fine. I get it. But just be careful about that stuff, because they really are cracking down on that and shutting me down. I had I've had like a dozen of them over the course of time, and I got rid of most of them. And I think I actually got rid of all of them now. Doing a quick light. Sorry, Bessie Dodson. I know how you hate that. So tell your friends, just be careful with those backup accounts. You know what they do is they ask you to validate, to authenticate. Again, we've been through this, and I'm not going to go dragging it out. But what they're going to do is at some point, they're going to figure out that it's a fake account, and they're going to put a pause, put a little stop thing. They're not going to shut you down, but they're going to ask you to authenticate your account. They're going to give you 7 days to do it. And if you don't do it, then they're going to shut you down. And what they do to authenticate it is, I don't remember the first part, but then they ask you for a phone number. And if you give the phone number on your regular account, you're locked into that. If you give it again, the same number on your backup account, not only are they immediately going to shut your backup account down, just kill it instantly, but they're going to give you a hard time on your main account too. And then you're going to have to authenticate your main account all over again and be under that scrutiny. And, just be careful about that stuff. Don't use those backup accounts unless you really, really have to, because you're just asking for like bullshit, childish Facebook trouble when you do stuff like that. Do what you got to do. I don't tell anybody what to do, but I've been there and I'm sharing some experience with it. I've been there way much more than I like to admit. But watch the backup accounts. Hey, you know what? I'm like a clinician now for like how to evade arrest by Facebook. Watch your backup accounts. That's how they get you. What else is going on tonight? Elaine Arnett, Dangerfield. Man, I totally lost the feed. I got it back though. Yeah, second one that said that tonight. Maybe they're dicking with us a little bit. Who knows? V. Marie. They want the Electoral College changed until next time. When it works to their disadvantage, then they want to change it back. Of course they do. Of course they do. But the thing is, it's much more likely to not work against them. Well, it's always going to work against them when you have the Electrical College. It's by definition. I don't remember exactly the wording, but it's like the Electrical College, when you fast talk, when you're in New York and you fast talk, like words jump out, like obviously it's not the Electrical College, and obviously I'm not an idiot, but like my mouth sometimes gets ahead of my head and the word falls out. I do know what it says. I'm not AOC. The Electoral College works, and the definition is it's in place to keep a demagogue, unfit demagogue, from becoming president, which is basically, in other words, saying to keep you from having a Democrat president, which I'm all for, and I'd be okay with it if they worded it that way, because that's a terrible idea under any circumstances. But it's not going to not work against them. It's always going to not work. It's always going to work against them, because they're the unqualified demagogue. Al Gore, Electoral College, back in 2000, whatever that was. It's a long time ago. Saved us then, saved us this time. Thank God for the Electoral College and preventing that miserable Hillary Clinton from being our president. Never let it go. Fight it to the death. Michelle Barr. So how does one make a backup account without giving your phone number? Because they don't require you to give a phone number when you make an account. It's just an option. But then they'll hit you back with it later when they need something to come after you for. They ask you for your phone number. So that's just how it works. Like, you can make a backup account without putting a phone number on it, but when they catch up with you, they ask you for your phone number, and that's how they out you on that. That's how that works. Missy Allen. That's where Sandy Cortez went to school, the Electrical College. She went to Boston U. Every time I think of that, too, when it comes up in context of her going to school, and I always think of that scene from The Social Network where, what's her name, Mary Rooney, the girl that played Zuckerberg's girlfriend, and the guy who plays Zuckerberg are sitting in the bar, and she's like, I have to study. He's like, you don't have to study. Why do you keep saying you don't have to study? And he says, because you go to BU. Every time I think of AOC, I think of BU, and I think of that scene from The Social Network. Mary Coney, we need the Electoral College. Otherwise, everything would be decided by New York and California, which are all Democrat. Preach it, mama. I'm sitting right in the middle of it right now. You are absolutely right. That's exactly why we need the Electoral College. That's exactly what it's for. Thank you for saying that. Who else is here? What else you got? Deb Sage, yeah, I never had a second account, but I know many people that do that. Well, it's just a logical thing to do, and you'd think it's a social network. It's just, it's just to get together and hang out and keep track of your friends and share news and stuff like that. And yeah, we take it a little further than that, obviously, because, it's how you reach out to people. And you take things like that and you push the envelope and you try new things with it. I mean, and who does that more than I do? And half of the shit I try ends up being stupid, but some of it works, and you end up with stuff like Planet Common Sense, PCS Laundry Live. But But when you come right down to it, it's just a social network, man. Who cares if you have 10 accounts? Like, what would be like the nefarious downside to someone having 10 accounts and posting under an assumed name? Ooh, we gotta get Federica in on that. She can maybe we can prosecute people for having backup accounts on Facebook and making fun of members of Congress online with their backup accounts on Facebook. You cowboy hat wearing freak. Get her right on this. How does one make this thing? Hey, I'm catching up, I think. We got B. Maria. I hate to leave, but I must. Group hugs to y'all. Have a great night, and we will see you on the page. Let me just check and see where... Oh, damn, it's almost time, isn't it? Oh, this hour goes by so fast. It's like the best hour of the week for me. I love doing this show, and I love coming and talking to you guys, even when I get aggravated, because like I like getting aggravated like that. I like popping off like that. I feel so alive when you guys get me riled up. But this is straight up now. You know what? And I shouldn't say that. It's a toss-up. Tuesday night, dinner with my son, who is still home, and PCS Laundry Live on Friday night. It's a toss-up between the two of my favorite hour of the week. I got to give it to the kid. But you guys are a close second. I love you all. Thank you for this, man. Like, you don't know what it's like. It's just so much fun coming out here and just hanging out with you guys and just chilling and spewing and getting riled up. I feel so alive. So thank you for that. Linda Bleefnick, anyone who thinks we don't need Electoral College, you guys are just keep saying Electoral College over and over again because you're trying to get me to say Electrical College, but I'm not going to do it. Linda Bleefnick, anyone who thinks we don't need the Electoral College should drive through Upper Michigan. Then they'd understand miles and miles between people. Exactly. Sherry Seifert, Muskegon, Michigan here. Yeah, so you know. We got Missy Allen. It's a social network, true, but the libbies weaponized it against conservatives. And who told you that was going to happen? Your pal Glenn at PCS told you months ago. The weaponization of social media, and you think it's going to stop here, you're sadly mistaken. Don't get into that cryptocurrency. Watch Twitter. Watch your communication. Watch the companies that are, running all your stuff. Watch Amazon. Watch YouTube. Watch YouTube on the new PCS channel. We'll get to that later. Yeah, man, it's going to be some serious shit when they start taking this hardcore and really making a weapon out of the internet. Because they own all of that, and they're going to come and get us with it. 100%. 100%. You can see it already. No question about it. Kira Weber Hopwood, liberals need electoral brain surgery to remove the turds that are blocking up the synapses. Great. Darla Elkins, everyone, thank you all. You just made this week of hell fun. I am ready for the weekend. And with that, I'm going to start wrapping this up because I think we got an hour in or somewhere thereabout. So by the time I'm done doing all my due, we will be over the hour. Thank you, everybody out there, for joining us here tonight. Quick review on the t-shirts. $23. Email me at planetcommonshirts@gmail.com to get started. I'll give you all the info there. There's PayPal. There is Venmo available for electronic payment. There are other options to pay by mail, and we will get a shirt out to you. The next order is going in a week from today. So if you're planning on paying by check or a money order, get moving on that. I'll put the info on that up on a post after the show when I get back home tonight. I just touched on this briefly a minute ago, but you guys have been awesome coming out on building up that the Planet Common Sense YouTube channel. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers on the PCS YouTube channel before I could do live shows on that platform. You guys have been fantastic. We got probably close to like 170, 180 people on there now, which is a great start. I'm not going to break people's balls about it every single day. I'll bring it up now and then, but I'll post a link for that too. Come by the Planet Common Sense YouTube channel, subscribe there. Once we get to 1,000, it opens up some new doors for us, so I appreciate that. Follow me on Twitter, Planet Common Sense on Twitter. We're doing a lot of cool stuff over there too. That's still in the works and developing, and I will post info for that as well. Everybody, thanks again. For those who bought the t-shirts already, you guys are awesome. Hope we're going to send a lot more out this week. And everybody out there watching the show and listening to the show, Thank you so much for doing that, taking an hour out of your time. Come and spend it with me on my street corner here in suburban New York. Sitting here like a psycho talking on my phone while people walk by and just look at me. It's a fun life, isn't it? All right, guys, everybody, dance on into that weekend and have a great one. Hope you all catch some nice weather. Carry on with the 4th of July long weekend celebration. I will see y'all on the page. I love every one of you guys, and I am out.